There we go. That may come loose. Hey, woodchucker, Joe, Johnny, how you guys doing? I've got this weird, he's rated a crotch split. We're gonna see what we can do with this. This one may go south pretty quick, but we'll find out. No. About the only time I ever use that steady rest is when I'm doing like a large vase. Other than that, he sits over there and collects dust. Oh, that's not a good way to start. Is it dry? It is. No, this is one that came from the neighbor, so it came down about a month and a half ago. So it's going to be another one of the twice turns, so we're going to put the initial shape on it. I don't think I have any dry wood other than some cherry. All right, I'll start getting this thing taken care of. That took a chunk out. What the heck am I hitting? That's twice that bumped me. Oh, we got a crack running right through here. Can you guys see it? Right where it is? Hopefully we can turn through that. Definitely don't need an explosion tonight. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can get out of this thing. About 700. I'm going to take some light bites. Let's see. Do you guys see all right? I've got so much sawdust on my phone. I was playing a little bit before I went live. Is this your toenails? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Are you a doctor? LSH, you're acting kind of weird, not in a good way. Thanks, Joe. what's going on. He came loose. Like all of a sudden the bottom just looked real wobbly, and that was why. The chuck loosened up on me. Getting up towards that bark area. Hey Mike, how you doing? Peek here. Yeah, once we get into this, it's going to get a little squirrely. As long as it doesn't blow up, we'll be all right. Pine and Oak, welcome in. Yeah, Big Mac did have a good birthday. You hear what they ate, man? Yeah, brisket, pulled pork, they had all sorts of food. That birthday cake was hilarious. All right. You guys are going to have to let me know how well you can hear. Someone recommended I try just using the cell phone's microphone, so hopefully it sounds okay to you. Hey, Em, welcome in. Cat sure did. Thanks, Joe. It's getting real rough right through there. Try not to blow out that bark area, but I think it's going to happen no matter what. Yeah, that stuff's not going to hold on. So there's no point trying to save it. It's just going to fall off at some point. So we're going to turn through that. Mohan, welcome in. There we go. feel like it. Right now we're just setting up for the tenon. Get my tenon guide out here. We got ways to go. Raja, how you doing, sir? I caught the tail end of your live. And I got in, said hello, and then you ended it. All right. Grab our skew. My chuck has the dovetail jaws, so use our skew to put the dovetail on it. Raise up to do that. There we go. Then we'll get the shape on the outside taken care of and be able to flip it around. So, if this is something that does interest you guys, I'm often out here late at night turning, so you can do the YouTube stuff with the like, the subscribe, and all that, and maybe we'll see you again. Oh, gotta lower that back down. There we go. You guys can probably see that we're still not round yet. Get you in a better location here. You should be able to see kind of a shadow that kind of appears right up in that area. So that's what we're working on right now to get it down to round. Ishii? Welcome in. No. It's me. Well, sorry if I mispronounced your name, but welcome in. There we go. That's pretty close to round. Got a little further to go up there. This bark area is just going to mess me up. We may change the shape here in a second. I think we're probably going to start doing that right now. Henrik, welcome in. GSH, how's it going? Welcome in. good bit to come off of there. Get a quick look here. Still got more of that bark, so we're going to come in straighter and then swing it out. Rudolph, welcome in. Uma Fat. Carlos, welcome in. MD Media, welcome in. How's it going, man? Haven't seen you in a while. Definitely get some bounce in there. More than my gouge can take. Let's switch over. Kind of like where that's heading. Come on, get on that side of it. You give me a hard time. Oh, I'm having a rough go. Those are coming straight. Catch it out. Trying to use a spindle gouge on a bowl in case you're wondering what's going on here. He's really not meant for this job. That worked out a little better. Still got some of that. Ah, it's still not going to stay. That's not going to work. Give you an idea. That just peels right through. So that's got to come off. I was kind of hoping to do a wonky design there, but that did not work. Alabama or Auburn? Neither. And bark is definitely dull in the gouge. So you're correct, Joe. As far as college football goes, I would go Notre Dame. Come on. No idea what you're saying there, but welcome in, Capera. Johnny's from Mississippi State, no surprise there. Alabama's for Royal Tide, yep. Yeah, that's dulling out bad. We're going to switch over to a 3/8 bowl gouge. And I did want to take a second here to show you guys the difference. This is a 3/8 spindle gouge. This is a 3/8 bowl gouge. Whoop, let me get them side by side here so you can see the difference. Quite a bit of difference in the mass. So I was trying to use that and probably should not have. But I know I can often get away with it. So this here will be what a sharp gouge kind of does. Taking real thin right here, a little fatter. The other thing you got to consider when you're using a smaller bowl gouge, here's the other comparison for the one I was using, which is my 1/2 inch, and that 3/8 bowl gouge right here. You can see he pretty much fits inside the other one. Side view, you see how much more mass there is to that one, so he can overhang the tool rest a lot further without getting vibration. However, the smaller one, your tool rest has got to be a lot closer. Coming out the cut here. And I am undercutting that lip slightly. This out of the way. Raise up a touch. And we'll give it one last pass. The old famous last words. Victor, welcome in. Bailey Woodworks. Chris, how you doing, sir? Arturo, welcome in. Trying to take it very fine. All right, we can't go that fine. That should have done it. Got a couple little spots right in there. This is going to be a twice turn bowl because it is wet. Hoping you guys can see the grain pattern that's starting to appear on this. Right in here. It's kind of cool. Whoop. So I do use the wormwood screw. That's how I like to start. That's what was screwed in right there. Now we'll get it flipped around, locked in. It is wet wood, so we got to make sure we lock it in good. Wet wood does compress, so if you put it on there just tight, it will loosen up and can bite you. It's like we didn't quite get it round. We'll look right there. All right. Get a flashlight up here so you guys can see real good. I don't know if that helped or not. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't look like we quite got round. So spend just a second right here. I'm up way high now. There we go. And it takes care of that. Now we did the outside with the traditional tools. So we can do the inside with the easy wood tools. I can't pronounce your name, but welcome in. Harvey, what do you have invested in the equipment and how long have you been doing this? I have been turning now for, several years now. Investment wise, the lathe is not the most expensive part of this. My particular lathe cost about $1,000. It's the chuck and all the tools that really adds up the price. So when you figure your average tool costs around $100, some more, some less. Chucks run cheap one, $160, and then they get more expensive from there. Joe, you take care, sir. So I don't even know what I've got all in. My wife could probably tell you. But you don't have to start out and spend that much. You can start out with a wind lathe. Check out Bailey Woodworks. That's what he uses. So I have a variable speed, so I can just dial in. You guys probably can't see that. I can dial in whatever speed I want right here. Some of the less expensive lathes, you got to change belts. You don't have to buy easy wood tools. You don't have to buy M2 tool steel. So there's ways to save money, but kind of eventually you probably will. So you either go with the buy once, cry once, or you buy the cheaper ones and eventually move up. So the easy wood tool is the carbides. Get it in view there. It's just a carbide cutter. Lay that parallel and push in. That's how easy those are. They do a pretty good job. give you a comparison. You do have to be careful with the carbides. They are sharp. If you run your hand along them, they will cut you. Viewer limit reached. Oh, yeah, I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, so YouTube limits how many people can come in at any given time. Ah, that was my fault. Start the cut, turn, push in. So I don't know if you guys can see how far over the tool rest I am. About that far, and that basically is the limit of what this tool can go as far as reach. But it does remove wood faster. It does leave a cleaner surface. Cleaner surface means less sanding. I don't know if you guys can see that real well. So that is off traditional tool. Yashawi, welcome in. So that is the traditional tool surface. Let me get you guys back in view here. And we will show you what the carbides leave. Carbides do like speed, so you got to go faster. And the one thing about Easy Wood is it does tell you, let's see if I can get it in view, your maximum overhang. So that is as far into that bowl as it can go. That's probably a good 4 inches, which is more than what the 3/8 bowl gouge could do. I think you guys were right in the firing line for that one. And to give you a view of what that looks like, what type of wood are you working with today? This, I believe, is elm. I got this from a neighbor. He took his tree down. He wasn't entirely sure what it was, but that was our best guess. And I don't know if that's coming up on camera real well, but it is a rougher surface, so that would need more sanding. So we're going to start off with the elm, and then I've got a couple other pieces of wood that we can work on next. And we can most nights I typically do 2 turnings. Bumped you. Let's see if I can't get you guys over here, maybe see a little better. I don't know if that's better or worse. We are closing in on my max reach. Oh, we're not there yet. top here, take a measurement. See if we can go any further, or if that's going to be as far as we can go this evening on this bowl. So we are about 2 1/4. We could probably take it about another 1/4 inch in depth. As far as our thickness, I'm probably a little smaller than I should be. For a twice turn bowl. So like I said, this bowl has to be twice turned. It is very wet. It is going to warp. So we're going to take that bottom down a little bit more, move in a little closer, and that'll be it as far as this bowl is concerned. And then we'll switch over to turning something else. Not enough speed. I think we'll call that one right there. Zoom you guys out, move you guys off to the side here. Serena, welcome in. Joey, how's it going? Can't pronounce, don't know what the name of that one is above it. Welcome in. So let's pop this loose. And this is what we got. Made, like I said, a little underhang here. As far as size-wise is on this guy, he is 3 3/4. You can't see that. 3 3/4 in total depth. Across the top, we got a little over a 5-inch diameter. Not a bad little start. Let me quick clean this mess up, and we'll mount up our next blank. There goes that. Oh, what do we want to turn next? We got a couple different options here. That one's not ready. This one's ready. We've got this piece. I think I might have a piece of sycamore ready to go. I am a liar. Well, we can make a piece of sycamore ready to go if we need to. Golly, that stuff's still wet. Now we're going to stick with that. Sycamore's still way too wet. If anybody's wondering, this is what sycamore looks like. This one here I found on base over last weekend. He had recently come down. What lathe are you using? John, I am using the Laguna 1216. Anthony, thanks. Tamor, welcome in. Yeah, so that's what a piece of sycamore looks like. As far as species-wise, it is not the best. It's one of the ones that moves a lot with the changes in humidity. Or the changes in season. Another way of putting that. So they do have a pretty grain to them, but whatever you're going to do, it needs a lot of drying before you can actually do it. And I have lost a bowl. Where did that go? See up here? There we go. So to explain what I'm talking about there, this bowl was turned now week and a half ago. And he started out perfectly flat. And that's the amount of movement in just a week and a half. So these got to sit and dry. Typically, you're talking a couple months if you're using wet wood. Before you take it, you rechuck it, turn it again. Okay, get this guy tightened down, and we'll get going on him. Now this one, I have no idea what this wood is. If Mike Stanifer's in, he coined the term fogwood for found on ground. I think is quite funny. But yeah, I have no idea what this one is. For a little bit, I thought it might have been locust, but I don't believe this piece is. This here would be what locust wood looks like, and he does not match. So I don't know what that one is. And we'll try our 1/2 inch again. I think the last bowl dulled him out a bit, so we'll see what we can get, and if we need to, we'll switch back over to our 3/8 or we'll resharpen. A little more clearance here. Let's get you guys in a good spot. Christopher, welcome in. Get that out of my way. David, welcome in. The name below that I cannot pronounce, but welcome in. Is that Herman or Hernan? Hernan, welcome in. Sorry, I got a lot of sawdust on my phone now. It's getting hard to see through all that. Hernan, sorry, I speak English. So, I don't know if one of the moderators can understand him and answer whatever he's asking there. Ricardo, welcome in. Kenneth, good day. Assuming you're an Aussie. Go ahead and start flattening off the bottom here. We got some bark there. That's not going to work. We have to shorten that guy up a bit. Alright, let's see how we're doing for our cannon. That'll work size-wise. That's a little cheater. It lets me know the smallest tenon that my chuck will fit on. We're in range, so I'm going to use the skew to set the dovetail angle again. Oh, that's a whole bunch. Caesar, welcome in. Jack, how's it going? Thanks, Richard. David, what you're planning on doing? Well, we're just turning stuff. Satyan, how's it going? Thomas, welcome in. There we go. Gives us our dovetail. And we'll continue shaping the outside here. Trabanjo, welcome in. Ramesh, how's it going? Pedro. Oh, I gotta lower that back down. There we go. I think we're gonna do just like a basic OG on this one. Oh. I don't have much of an edge left on this guy. I'll put him up for now and go to the 3/8. Abdul, welcome in. Go. Tina, how's it going? Welcome in. Still not round. Just right there. Got a flat spot. There, now you can see it. Right there in the corner. So I'll make one more pass here to see if we can't get this guy round and get it flipped around and take care of the inside. Hey Josh, what's going on, sir? No, no way, sir. That is the other way around. That's feeling pretty good. Still got that flat spot right there. Man, I thought I was through that. All right. There we go. Pippo, a CNC gives better results. I don't know. I've never used a CNC. We are around, so let's go ahead and get this guy reversed. Sorry, gotta take the wormwood screw out first. Hey, Michael, what's going on, sir? How you been? All right, getting that wrench down on. Do I use epoxy? I do not. Actually, if you want to see epoxy, Last Breath is in here. He does a lot of epoxy work. Looks really good. Let's see, height-wise, we're a little high. There we go. Start by flattening this out. All right, get our flashlight back up. Trying to be sneaky. Uh-oh, what did I miss? Like this guy's following me. He's closer. We are just bouncing around everybody's lives, aren't we? I'm gonna fly into my local markets because it's more art than function. Man, some of this, you make some awesome stuff. Gain some speed. Copper Low, thanks for coming in. John got lost. This one feels dry. Feels drier, I should say. I'm still going to leave it thick, just in case it does decide to warp, so I don't lose it. I did one. I took this one down too thin, and it had a small crack when I was done, but you can see how much that opened up already. And you can probably see the warp in it too. You can see how this front edge, this front edge is up higher than the rest of it. That's it warping, and then it opened up another crack. So we're going to leave this one a little thick, just so it has plenty of material to do whatever it's going to do. But we're going to take it down smaller than that. Yeah, that might turn into my first epoxy project there, Josh. All right, take a quick measurement here just to make sure. Feels like I'm down about where I need to be. So we are, that leaves a little over half, and that, a little less than ½ inch on the bottom. I'll zoom you guys up over here. Pilato, what's going on? Hey Matthew, how you doing, sir? Did an end grain turning and it cracked badly. Yeah, that can happen. So we're just going to do a quick measurement on this, see what my sides are coming in at. And of course you guys can't see that. Come back. Right about there. So what is that? About a pinky. Pinky nail worth. It's very scientific. All right, so we are going to stop with that one. And have a look. And outside doesn't matter. Once we turn it again, that'll go away. And we got our little OG shape on it. Kind of tried to replicate it on the inside. Like I said, right now it's so thick, that doesn't matter all that much. So tonight, we turned 2 bowls. The first one we did, much deeper. He's about 4 inches, 5 inches in diameter, 4 inches in depth, a little over 4. And then we got a small little, I don't know what you'd even call it, a little ring cup or something like that. Something you'd probably give to the wife, and she'd put it next to the bedroom to dump her jewelry in. But with that, that's probably going to do it for this evening. So again, if this is something you guys like, consider subscribing, hit the like button, do the YouTube stuff, and maybe we'll see you out here again. I'm often out here late night turning. So hopefully we'll see you again. So with that, you guys all have a good one and take care.